Volcanic Island pass for Dominic.
Honor? Sure.
All right, turn 1 Ponder for Eric. I think Eric has cursed sleeves. Now Eric's on the other side of the table and there's still glare. Eric's deck is cursed with glare. Sorry, Eric. All right, a snow-covered island, Ponder Shuffle is the start. Romario is here. So this deck is mostly Romario's list, according to Eric. So it's perfect that Romario is here. Yeah, this is the blue-green list from earlier.
I'll draw. Actually, it's okay. I'll put them like this. I'll draw for Ponder.
I had a first thing about doing
I'm gonna play.
All right, a Ponder for Dominic. And a Polluted Delta. And a Brainstorm for Eric. Drawing 3.
Wait. She was on 6, right? She was 3 level head. All of his friends were headed above the mine. Oh, yeah. Like, one of his friends was like, goes driving all the time. You already have a prosthetic foot from an accident. So that shoot, guy was out of his fucking mind. The road is coming fucking hammer, driving his car.
Okay.
Wow, fuck you.
Draw.
And he's like, that's a Delta. Oh, yeah. I'm from Florida. Everyone thinks it's Ponder.
58% favored for Is It Delver, says Twitch chat. 58. So far, just a bunch of cantrips happening. Lotus Petal on the board for Eric.
Draw Ponder.
In the band. Huh? In the band.
I'm definitely not. They're very good.
Steam Vents pay 2 life, okay. And passing the turn.
Oh no, what am I playing?
Oh, what was that?
During your end step, I'm gonna brainstorm.
Okay. I'm not sure why Uro is in the graveyard.
And then I'm gonna orange.
So an end step Brainstorm and then a fetch for Dominic. Maybe the Uro was discarded to hand size, but then the turn should be over. So I'm not really clear what happened here unless Eric didn't give Dominic an opportunity to do anything on end step. And we're allowing kind of some plays that normally wouldn't be allowed. I don't know. Here is, let's see. Only 4 cards in the graveyard. Thinking about a Murktide. Nope. No Murktide. Fetching is Dominic. This is round 3. This is the 6th match out of 8 on today's stream. Both of these players are 2-0. Forced pitching paradigm shift on Murktide.
Cast Veil Summer.
Oh, your spells can't be countered.
Correct.
And you draw a card because
Because you keep playing a blue spell.
Wait, can I?
All right, so Velo Summer casts in response to Pyroblast, and Dominic just getting clarity on what happens now. Murktide appears to be gone, and Eric draws a card. Yeah, Keith Master Flex pointing out, don't want Murktide resolving. That's exactly right. Ledger Shredder. Okay. We have not seen many Ledger Shredders on stream. Force of Will pitching Jace, Wielder of Secrets or whatever. And the Ledger Shredder goes into the graveyard. Ponder. Days on the Ponder. Very nice. I like that play. We have seen Ledger Shredder appear on stream, but I don't think we've ever seen it do anything. Here's another Ledger Shredder, so here's another opportunity. I want to see some connives.
So I don't have Delirium. I'm going to Unholy Heat my Ledger Shredder. Connive.
Okay. Cards.
Wow, I just messed up big time. Let me fast forward here. Sorry about that. Unholy Heat on the Ledger Shredder, connive, trigger, putting Volcanic Island into the graveyard.
That was so bad I was willing to Unholy Heat my own creature just to start churning through them. So, not gripping a bunch of bangers. Let's cantrips.
Go ahead. So you got me at
Wasteland, hit you for 1. Weird game, pass to you.
All right. Here's Murktide.
1, 2, 3.
We've seen Eric fight over Murktide pretty hard earlier. This one likely going to resolve, I think.
Move combat.
Yep. 6/6.
Pass to you.
Waterlogged Grove is the play.
Brainstorm?
Brainstorm for Dominic.
I'm gonna cast a Bobble, Connive.
And a bauble will lead to a connive, putting an Unholy Heat into the graveyard. What's up, Gothmog? How's it going?
I'm gonna Wasteland your Grove.
Wasteland on Waterlogged Grove, which
Move
looks
to
like
combat.
a mana was floated. Icefang Coatl comes down. It's an Icefang Coatl right into the glare there. Eric drew a card, and looks like going to attacks anyway with Death Touch. I guess Death Touch is shut off, right? Those are 2 Snowlands. And Bauble getting activated. Shutting my camera off to give people a slightly better view of Dominic's board. Ice Fang Coatl on the table, still no Death Touch.
I'm gonna unholy heat the Quaddle.
Alright, Unholy Heat on Coatl.
I'm gonna play my land. Cards in hand? 5. Give me a sec. Move to combat. Swing in for 8.
Try another Quaddle.
Sure.
Another Coatl comes down.
Okay.
And it's going to chump Murktide, looks like. Dominic passes the turn. Here's Ponder.
Highland. Pass you.
End step. I'm gonna fetch.
End step fetch for Dominic. There's plenty of power on the board. With the Polluted Delta now on the table, does have to worry about an Ice Fang with Death Touch, but a Mystic Sanctuary, maybe going to put a Bolt or Unholy Heat on top. Let's see.
Yes. Yep. Okay, so the trigger's on the stack.
Thinking about what to put back on top with Mystic Sanctuary, I guess.
Fetch.
And a fetch in response to the Mystic Sanctuary.
You're the Shredder, because you played Brainstorm. So for your second spell.
Getting a Trop, okay.
It's gonna make my Murktide huge, right?
Murktide would trigger if a card leaves the graveyard. It's an instant or sorcery and goes back on top of the library with Mystic Sanctuary. Endurance. Endurance is pretty good.
I'm gonna force that pitching iteration.
Force of Will counters the Endurance, and that's game. So game one goes to Dominic.
Gotta be able to find lands.
Yeah.
Well done.
Just a point in the mid game where I was looking for any sort of card, and you were just looking for lands, I'd assume. I'll keep.
Cool. Me too.
Pablo, thanks for the follow. Welcome.
That's a good one.
Got some islands in there, I think.
One or two. Starting on Solar.
There's Carpet of Flowers, it looks like, on the table for Eric. Apologies for the glare. And a fetch on turn one for Volcanic Island for Dominic.
DRC?
Sure.
Bobble, Surveil.
Sure.
Surveil. Of the Mishra's Bauble.
That in the yard. I'm gonna crack
Mystic
Bauble,
Sanctuary into the
target you.
graveyard.
That guy.
Looking at the top card. We weren't able to see it, but yep. It's possible Dominic missed the draw of Bauble. I'm not sure. I'll just hide my camera for now. So it looks like a Brainstorm cast off the mana from Carpet of Flowers. Yep. Putting 2 back.
Play Shelldock Isle tapped.
Well, I wish I had taken out Highway Sands. Yeah.
Didn't they play it? I brought
What's going on?
old school,
I'm
brawl,
scared, confused.
Put something under there.
What is that when there's... Is it 20 or less in my deck?
No, in a library.
Okay, but 20 or less, right?
Do you want to cut these or do anything?
All right, so Shelldock Isle on the board, hiding away 1 card, which can be retrieved if a library has 20 or less cards in it the players are discussing. It looks like Carpet would be coming in out of the sideboard, yeah. That would be my guess. Here's the Ponder. Serval puts a Brainstorm into the graveyard. I just hid my camera for now since a lot of Dominic's board is shoved up into the top right of the screen. I want everybody to be able to see what's going on there. OK Mode says, I think those are the non-glare Dragon Shield sleeves, which actually diffuse light and make it more glary. Maybe. I don't know. Well, we have seen glare on Eric's cards on both sides of the table now. I think this was the same spot. All right, so a Run Afoul, I think that card is called, making Dominic sack a creature with flying on end step and sacks a DRC. Or maybe in response to the second one, actually. It's Misty Rainforest. Cracking it. Going down to 19.
With 2 blue and a green.
Sure.
Trigger. Draw.
Casting an Uro. Gaining 3 life. Using Carpet mana. That's a Carpet of Flowers in the center of the screen.
It's on the stack, so I'm going to gain 3.
Iteration?
Sure.
Expressive iteration here for Dominic.
Hand.
Yes, right.
Hand. Exile. Play it, take 2. Cast DRC.
Sure.
Move combat, swing at you with the non-summoning sick one.
Okay, I take 3.
Tap second artifact.
In my first game, flowers.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Go to second main, add 6 blue.
All right, that's a second carpet of flowers. Second carpet of flowers. So now we're able to make 6 mana off the carpets. Here's Jace, Wielder of Mysteries or whatever. 3 blue, War of the Spark. 4-drop Jace.
So this was
With the,
so you had 6, you still have 4 mana.
if you can't draw a card, you win the game ability.
Okay, that resolves.
Use the remaining 2 to cast Paradigm Shift.
Paradigm Shift on the stack. Yeah, the cards on Eric's side are double Carpet of Flowers. Now Paradigm Shift resolving. So the library would become Run Afoul, Misty Rainforest, Uro, and Brainstorm. And there's the shuffling of 4 cards. And it becomes the library. We will see if Dominic decides to cut it after inspecting the exile zone, which used to be the library.
Yeah, well, once the rats get in, I was like, there's both of you doing cards in the game.
I believe now Jace can get activated and... Yeah. I don't think it's been activated yet this turn. Endurance and Force getting pulled aside for some reason.
That's fine. So you still have, so you have no floating mana, just the 2 open, right?
Yep.
Okay, so no mana floating. And yeah, maybe Dominic was thinking about a surgical here. It's possible, I don't know.
I'll tell you something.
I'm gonna plus Jace.
Okay.
Jump home incinerator. If it targeted the ability.
Plus Jace, Milling, Run Afoul, and Uro. I think that card is called Run Afoul. Not even sure. Force of Will in hand, it looks like, for Eric, who then passes the turn.
I'm gonna move to combat. I'm gonna swing both of them at Jace.
Both swing at Jace. Jace dies. Interesting. Drawing the last card in library is Eric. There's plenty of mana. And there's Thassa's Oracle out from underneath the Shelldock Isle. Let's see if... All right, so Force of Will pitching Murktide, double Surveil for Dominic. Surveil number 1. Days into the graveyard. Surveil number 2. Island into the graveyard. I think Eric has a Force of Will to protect here. Veil of Summer. Okay, also has that. Veil of Summer to protect Thassa's Oracle. 0 cards left in the library. It was on hideaway underneath Shelldock Isle the whole time.
And you have mana floating from the carpet, right?
Yeah, I have 5 blue.
Guys, 1, 2.
Well, whatever. If you have a second one, you have a second one. Force of Will.
On the Wind making a good point. Doesn't Eric lose with Veil drawing a card here? Jace is dead. So Force back. Yeah, I guess the Veil would have lost Eric the game. That's a great point. But it looks like instead,
should go for that or just.
Eric wins the game.
I knew you had to have a force because I saw your green card, but
Hmm. All right, we're going to game 3.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's. I guess it was. I knew you had the force. I should have done that. For no reason not to.
May have been a mind game, yeah. Instead of losing the game, I win the game, yeah. If he went force, veil, he would have lost 100%, yeah. Well, this is the one downside of not watching completely live is that we end up in these situations. Yeah, Dominic conceded, it looks like, and we're in game 3. Great point by Twitch chat about drawing a card off Veil. Here's a turn 1 ponder for Dominic. So now I guess everybody in Twitch chat is rooting for Dominic, right? Everybody wants Dominic to win. He also could have led on Veil of Summer. That's a good point. If your opponent counters the Veil of Summer, you're fine with it. But if your opponent like notices that you would die from the Veil of Summer, then you're kind of in rough shape, right? If they just say, okay, it resolves. What do you do? Oh, yeah, Veil on upkeep before the whole turn begins is a different story, yeah. That's true. Exactly, that's true too. If you lead on Veil, then no blue spell would have been cast yet, yeah. Oh, right, okay, so if the actual first spell was Veil of Summer, then yeah. That's right. No blue card would have been played. Is everybody confused now, or is everybody okay? Yeah, Vel on your own upkeep. Seemed correct there.
pay 3 to cast Narset Surveil.
Here's Narset though. That's a decent card.
I'm gonna put this in the yard, and then I'm gonna tick down on Narset. I'm gonna put a Force of Will in hand.
First main phase.
Yeah,
3 green. My endurance.
Here's Endurance. Getting hard cast using 3 green.
Play Waterlog Grove.
Playing a Waterlog Grove. Passing the turn.
This was like years ago. And so I make it to the finals, and I'm playing against this kid who was like destroying everyone. And when he was playing mono green rank, so like he had that was the
I'm gonna tick down
on
on
but
Narset.
like the elf guys the same track into the Strangleroot guys into the sword. Right?
Narset getting activated here.
So America saved turn 3. Angelic Destiny turn 4.
Finding Surgical.
Double strike, whatever.
Endurance is the creature on the board for Eric, alongside a Carpet of Flowers. In case anyone can't see that.
And I'll pass
I can barely see it myself. Drawing for turn is Eric.
During my first main phase.
And looks like a fetch. Access to plenty of mana now with the carpet. 3 islands on Dominic's side.
Adding blue for the more like on definitely factors. I wasn't running Delver or guys to say that later on, but I would run like yeah, but hell yeah. Yeah, dude, you want to tap with that? Like, seriously. Plus the playing on if you want.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that was awesome.
I want to know what the hell.
I didn't realize the raid mechanic was coming back.
Play Paradigm Shift.
Paradigm Shift to start us off. Floating 2 blue mana, looks like.
Cards in hand.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Yeah, that resolves.
All right, so letting the Paradigm Shift resolve. Library will become 1 Misty Rainforest. Can't really shuffle 1 card. Dominic taking a look now.
Let's go.
Here's Thassa's Oracle with the 2 blue mana floating. Force of Will pitching Murktide, Serval. Putting Mishra's Bauble into the graveyard.
Flusterstorm. Target, all targeting Force of Will.
Flusterstorm on Force of Will. Force again, pitching Daze. Serval trigger for Dominic. This is on the Thassa's Oracle. Putting a Daze into the graveyard. Looks like Thassa's Oracle is going to be countered. Attacking for 3 with Endurance. Not sure if attacking Dominic or Narset.
One sec. So during combat still, cast Predict, target myself. Surveil.
And like, I forgot what it was. Like, and he also ran.
I'm gonna leave that top, and then with Predict, I'm gonna include a Delta.
Yeah. Okay.
Two.
Oh, it's, I think I know what you're trying to do. It's like something, it's not
Thassa's Oracle has been countered. Endurance is attacking. Predict was cast.
I'm going to,
Drew 2 cards.
I'm gonna block.
Blocking Endurance with Dragon's Rage Channeler, I guess trying to protect Narset here is my guess.
During your end step, I'm gonna pay 2 life, cast Surgical Extraction, targeting Thassa's Oracle.
That's game. Also, you should have just predicted me.
Oh, you only. Oh, because you would have milled your last
I would have
card.
died in my next turn.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
Yeah, I guess I could have. I mean, I had.
All right, Twitch chat pointing it out, and Eric as well could have predicted targeting Eric. That maybe was a little bit better, but it all worked out. Everybody, Dominic got there, won the match, and that's all that matters in the end. Really, that's all that matters. Winning is all that matters.